First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. Open man has got it. It's complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw is Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the gun, Winston. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Tackled by Jordan Willis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
368. They go 368.
Here's Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he steps away. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Hey, go, 368!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We're good. 368.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big L 368.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
368. Nice.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
550. Black 22. Ready to go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
Jameis now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. The give is to Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I thought going into the 2018 draft, running back was a priority for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they got one of the best ones in the draft in Ronald Jones II out of USC. He's a guy who knows how to make people miss, but also not afraid to lower his shoulder and make his own way.
And that's what we saw there as he powered his way forward for the first. Jameis now on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On the ball! On the ball! They go 368! They go 368! 368!
First and 10 for Dalton. And caught right side, Green. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Bernard, and an ability to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 down, 4 down. 58 to
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
They go 368.
Dalton now to pass. Looking deep for Gabriel. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing, Winston. And Brake has it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So Dalton now. Underneath, this is Bernard. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Side. Lady! 368! Hey! Who's that motion man right there? Side.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Dalton, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. We're good.
To throw again. Dalton looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Oh, the time Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something done, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Andy Dalton now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Dalton throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Over here, yes. Hey, go, 368! 368! Nice.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Winston. That's caught by Howard. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Trey Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Bengals getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 15.
368!
Dalton here from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time to his left. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. keep on the ground with Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jameis on second down. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Watch time. 368.
2nd down, Dalton. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They go 368. 368. They go 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A first down throw for Winston. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Vernon Hargreaves shows off his excellent instincts and ability to make plays. Knocks another pass away.
First-round pick in 2016, 11th overall, showing why there.
Raised in the game, son of a coach. Dad coaching in the college ranks now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Flex round!
And the blitz does come. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. With it is Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Over here, yes.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now a carry for Bernard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to have the 1st down as he gets this up to his own 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Let's go now. Sonic! Green, trouble C. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Jones. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Winston now. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Jones. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to it on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.